Last time on Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers edition. I'm curious what's at the absolute bottom, but I'm also absolutely terrified of the possibilities, so we're not gonna check. You coward! Have you no pride? No curiosity? We are about to fight what is probably a literal deity. Lay off. And now for the long-awaited finale. Hello and welcome to the channel. We're back with some more Chrono Cross. Last episode we started exploring Terra Tower, and we got about halfway into it. So now all that's left is to fight the remaining guardians, and then the combined dragon. So let's get started. Starting on the left. Oh, I think I know where we are on the tower now. How big could this place be? Uh-oh. It might be pretty deep. That just catapulted us across. What is that? Gravitor. Sheesh. My level 2 attacks do so much damage. So I think my attacks must have an inherent element effect. Omega Black. And it's hitting Zoa. Good. If it hit me or Riddle, we'd be in trouble. Oh, I think we'd be straight up dead. Let's use Strong-Minded on me. Riddle can use Snakeskin on herself. I hope Gravitor goes for a combo next. Oh. Careful what you wish for. I didn't think that through. It's fine. I have Revive. I would like Riddle to use Saints. I don't think she'll have enough stamina to get the levels for it, though. Nostrum? Does that heal? It does. Cure Plus? I'm gonna try using Negate Magic. Never mind. That doesn't do what I thought it did. Photon Beam! You can just block for now. You two. Come on, block. Get the stamina back. Hellbound. Uh-oh. Chance of instant kill. Phew. Oh wait, he's trying again. Sorry, she. That one landed. Luckily, I have Revive on level 1. Won't be able to get him up a third time, though. Use Nostrum on yourself. Gravity below. She keeps targeting... She keeps targeting Zoa. Uh-oh. This'll hit me and Riddle, though. Riddle just takes no damage from elements. That's bad. Oh, okay. Well, Gravitor's already almost dead. Photon Beam! Kamehameha! Elbow drop. Good job, guys. They got 10 HP from that. I did not. One down, now for the right side. Whoa. Windy. Are those guys just gonna stand there and do nothing? Ready for launch. Now we fight the white one. Oh, that's more of a gray. Luxator. This one's a male. Stomp. Okay, you can chill out. I'm gonna weaken you. Magnify. Okay. Omega White. Holy crap. That was incredibly strong. Revive. This is fine though, because we hit once, and then we summon the Saints. This might heal it though. I really hope not. Yep. Should have tested a white element first. Graviton. Let's use Imbecile. Meteor Shower. Let's use Heal All. Photon Ray. The weak one. We're gonna wait a bit to use Eagle Eye. Okay, whoops, no, hang on. Riddle needs a bit more stamina. One hit. Electro Jolt. Goodbye field effect. Now we use this. Full combo! Null state. Oh, that just increased magic defense. I don't think anyone needs healing. We'll block with Riddle. One attack, then toss and spike. He is so strong. Crap. Oh, that was a big chunk of HP. We should be able to make it up with a level 3 combo. Mostly, at least. Meteorite. You're fine. Hopefully. Please don't kill my big damage dealer. Ooh, Cure Plus. Still have my accuracy buff. Maybe we can squeeze one more combo in. Holy Light. Zoa's dead. I have one more revive. We use Geronimo right away. And hopefully this kills. Phew. Ultra Nova. I think we'll give that to Riddle. Causes an explosion of high-density energy. I don't think I fought the blue one yet. Those guys are just standing there doing nothing. The wind isn't strong enough to push me into them. Now we can go inside. Ah, here's the blue one. Disrespecting the origins of life. Mother Sea suffers. You must pay the price. Here's our other centaur, Aquator. Nimble. Uh-oh. And then Vigora. That's really bad. Magma Burst. Their first combo always does so much damage. Omega Blue. Man, that even hurt Riddle a lot. Weaken. Swap over to her. Deluge. She's definitely dying. Oh, surprisingly no. Well, Iceberg. That's also an AoE attack. Get her up, quick! Let's use Snake Eyes. Cure All. 466. Let's use Magma Burst. Block with Zoa. Blue field. Uh-oh. Toss and Spike. Get rid of that field. One attack with you. Oh, do I heal or go for Ultra Nova? Ultra Nova. Sick. One, two, and three. See ya! Finally got it as a finisher. Blue field. Let's get out of here. I've confirmed that save points do not heal us. Okay, do I interact with this? Or do I go up here? Oh, I think I go this way and stand on top of it. So now we go further up. Oh. That was almost like what I saw in my dream. Oh, this is what that thing on Skydragon Island was. I mean, this is that place, but I can recognize the layout. Help! Stop it! Kill me! Welcome. Welcome, humans. Those who know the torment and joy of creation know also the pleasure and pain of destruction. Therefore, all that pass through here must be prepared to share the burden that I carry. That's it? Oh boy. Oh hey kid. It's gonna hatch. It's shaped like the frozen flame. Cool. So this is the true frozen flame. Struth! Hold on! Don't touch it! What's the worst that could happen? Is everyone okay? Screw you! Us humans ain't gonna let you have your way any longer. Come on, show your bloody self. Happy to oblige. Oh boy. In order to survive, all living things in this world fight desperately and devour those they defeat. Must one kill other living things in order to survive? Must one destroy another world in order to allow one's own world to continue? The wounded in turn wound and torment those weaker than themselves. There are only the killers and the killed, the sinners who are judged and the victims that do the judging. What meaning is there to such a world? Whether there's meaning to our lives or not, we still go on living, you know. You've got no right to deny that. I shall cleanse this blue planet of you filthy humans once and for all. Time Devourer. It's pretty tough. I think I should start with Imbecile. Alright, Graviton! What are you doing? That wasn't too bad. I only have one black element on you. Free fall. Pretty good damage. I have free fall too. Up you go. Nice. Block for now. You too. It's not using elements. Which is good, because it's not resetting my field effect. What's that? Whoa! Uh-oh. Oh! You're yellow now. Okay, cool, you're gonna cycle through your elements. I better save Chrono Cross for the end just in case. So now we use our greens on you. Arrow Saucer! $118. Uplift. Oh, now you start using elements. 1 damage. Fireball. Well, go on. 0 damage. Let's heal up with this. Fat Eye. Bush Basher. This music is great. Aqua Beam. Right through the chest. What is going on with his tongue? Ow. Photon Ray. Block, block. Uh-oh. Arrow Saucer. Shifting field again. Onto red. Let's start small. Aqua Beam. Magma Bomb. Arrow Saucer on Zoa. Oh wait, that was targeting me. I want to take a look at Riddle's stats after this. She is surprisingly tanky. Ice Blast! That did really good damage. Ice Lance. We'll throw another one at him. Hell Soul. Why do you have to have instant kill moves? As long as they miss. See, its attacks aren't doing much damage, but I bet there's gonna be a final phase where it's just hitting like a truck. Shifting field again. Is it not tied to its HP? Because the last attack missed. Ooh, perfect. Zoa, it's your time to shine. Go nuts! $612. Electro Bolt. We can do some really good damage in this phase. Okay. Omega Green. Dang it. I almost had my yellows up. Oh! That was strong. Cure Plus. If the phases are tied to its health, we need to get through this one fast. Electro Bolt! I guess it is tied to health. On blue now. Oh, I don't think I brought a lot of fire elements. Did I use Weaken yet? No. Perfect. Swoop attack. That did so much more damage. Recover all. I need to get my stamina back. Omega Blue. Good thing we're all blocking. Very good thing. Cure Plus. You know what? Let's use Yellow Field. And then I'll use Electro Bolt. Aqua Ball. Hellbound. Please miss. Phew. Instant kill moves are always stressful. I think it's time. Eagle Eye! Get a hit with Riddle. That missed. That was a bad idea. Level 3 combo. Meteor Shower. We're all fatigued. Alright. Is that enough? It's not enough. Holy healing. It's overkill, but it gets rid of all our status effects. Big damage. Not shifting the field yet. There we go. What's next? This one is black, weak-minded. Maybe I should have got a couple hits in first. Defend, get a hit in. Back to you. Very big damage. Free fall. They're also doing big damage against me now, though. Heal all. Accuracy's back to normal. So now let's start hitting him with white elements. Let's go for the big one. Flying arrow! Almost 1,000 off of that. Holy light. Could have been worse. It's worse. She's fatigued. Field shift already? Alright then. We're back here. Okay, this should be its last phase. Let's use Imbecile. Use Snakeskin for yourself. Poke it. Block. I need more stamina. Okay. I have Purify. I need Rivel to use Saints. You've gotta be kidding me. Oh my goodness. Ultra Nova. This is gonna hurt. As long as Riddle survives, we should be fine. She did. Okay. Attack. One more. I don't know if Saints revives my party, so we're gonna revive Zilla with this. Okay, please don't absorb this. At least if it does, my party will be fully healed. I'd rather it doesn't. Fully heal the enemy, that is. Come on! Okay. Just gotta hang in there. I'm not sure how many more healing elements I have, though. Dragon Rider! I need you to not miss these. Block for now. I think it was a good choice. Purify? What are you purifying? Uh-oh. Not again. I think that was weaker. Free fall. Block for now. Do I have any healing items left? I have Cure Plus that only hits one person. I think I'm out of group heals. Purify on Riddle. And then Cure Plus on me. At some point I'm gonna need to risk using the Chrono Cross again. Oh, I have low res. Good dodge. Uh-oh. Wait! Did we get it? Ooh, the silence. Earring of Hope. Now I shall truly awaken again. This to... something. Hello, Sage. That thing. The Dragon God. It is only a quasi-existence. A temporary form that the real Dragon God uses in order to appear in this dimension. The actual Dragon God was consumed long ago, swallowed by that being on the other side of the dimensional darkness. The Frozen Flame is a splinter from the extraterrestrial being Lavos. The one who connects with the Frozen Flame, in effect, links with Lavos itself. As the mediator between Lavos and living things, that one will gain extraordinary powers, by binding with the new seed of destruction, the Devourer of Time. What in blazes is a Devourer of Time? Now go to the place where time became divided and weave the threads of time together again. Chrono Trigger! The Devourer of Time is a new life form, born from the fusion of a life form from this planet with Lavos, who nests on the far side of the dimensional void. In the far-off future, when the fusion becomes complete, it will awaken. Then the Devourer of Time will begin to consume all space-time continua, despair and hatred, to return all things to nothingness. That is what it desires. Here, take this with you. The Time Egg. The Time Egg will enable you to travel beyond space-time. The world is in your hands. Go! Release the life that is imprisoned. Off it goes. Oh, there's a treasure chest there. This place is sinking. Crikey, what in bloody hell's happening? This place is going to crumble to pieces. Back to the boat. Oh, it's falling fast. And it's leaking. Ooh. Wings. Is it waking up? That's a dragon. So that's Terra Tower's final true form. In the end, we're all the same. Everyone dreams of being greater, more powerful. We have come this far. All that remains is to defeat the Devourer of Time. Once we wipe the Devourer of Time off the face of this planet, it is all over. Hopefully, everything will go back to normal again. You're wrong. Things won't ever go back to the way they were. Destiny, fate, is dead. From now on, us humans have to choose our own way in life. We also have to take responsibility for the choices we make. And something's gotta be done about the way we go around hurting and killing one another. We've gotta settle our differences once and for all. Listen, what's really important is what we do now. The issue ain't whether we defeat that bastard or not. I'm afraid that, depending on how we go about it, we could lose out on gaining something really precious. So the issue is the way we fight. So where on earth is the real Devourer of Time? My guess is the key to finding it lies at that beach. That's where this whole thing started. It's also probably where this whole thing will end. Yep. Let's go back to Opasa Beach. But first, let's take a look at the time egg. Oh, it looks like an empty gourd. A legendary item that is a complete enigma. It is believed to break the bonds of time. So, I should be able to just use the time egg right here. No? Can I use the time egg out here? Let me try using the Astral Amulet. Chrono Cross into the other timeline. Hello. What are you doing here? Oh, it's you guys. So you finally made it, Ragnus. When did this sorry tale all begin? Was it 10 years ago when you almost drowned here? I mean, that's when my role in this started. That resulted in you being carried to Chronopolis, where you came into contact with fate in the frozen flame? Or perhaps it was 2,400 years in the future, when the time crash hurled Chronopolis back to prehistoric times? Or could it even have been 12,000 BC, when an ancient magical kingdom met its end after trying to use Lavos? Each is close to being correct, and yet at the same time so far from the right answer. The true beginning was during the destruction of the ancient kingdom of Zeal. As the palace collapsed around her, Princess Schala was sucked into a dimensional vortex along with the Lavos Mammon machine. Schala and Lavos became unified into one even more powerful entity that would evolve into the Devourer of Time. Filled with the hatred and sadness of Lavos, half of Shala's mind became set on destroying all of existence. Yet at the same time, the other half of her mind desired to save the universe and to be rescued herself. As Schala fell through the time gate in this condition, she heard your crying echoing through time. That is when her story and yours began to intertwine. It is also when the past and the future began to intersect, and when the world became divided into two. Led by the pitiful crying the young Ragnus made as the Panther Demon's poison took hold of him. Oh, I didn't say that with the right inflection. Yes, Ragnus, the sound of your crying touched the heart of Princess Schala. Before the destructive mindset could become dominant, she cloned herself and sent her copy into this dimension. Schala left her baby daughter clone with her ancient magical pendant. This was to safeguard her daughter clone in life and death situations. The pendant would rewind time a little, sending her daughter clone into a safer point in the immediate past. That's right, Kid is Shala's daughter clone. And now, about Project Kid, the time control project Belthasar planned out. The whole project existed to lead you to this one special point in time. The founding of Chronopolis, the time crash, and the battle between fate and the dragon gods. It was all coordinated so that you would get your hands on the Chrono Cross and come to this place. What a convoluted plan. Of course, Kid was not to know anything about this whole plan until later. Further in the future, she is meant to travel back 10 years in time from now to save Ragnus from drowning. Kid was also meant to call Ragnus into the other world as he spoke with Lena here on Opasa Beach. Wait, so she's the reason that happened? You're our last hope. Our final chance. Only you, who came into contact with Schala and Kid, Shala's clone daughter, can do it. In the darkness that exists on the other side of time, Schala has been integrated with the Devourer of Time. Please, Ragnus, release Princess Schala from the binds of that monster and her own hatred. Show us, the life forms that exist on this planet, what our new future will be. Do you guys have an exposition dump too? A new species is about to be born on this planet, an alien life form even more evolved than the old Lavos. At the darkness beyond time, the weakened Schala came under the influence of Lavos, and the two became one entity. It is now up to you, the one whom the frozen flame has chosen as its arbiter. You alone can decide how the new Lavos, which has encaged Schala within it, will evolve from here. Your actions will determine whether in the future all time is devoured by Lavos, sending the world into everlasting death. Belthasar foresaw this was going to happen in his world in the year 2300, and he was determined to prevent it from happening no matter what it took. The Chrono Cross. It alone can combine the 6 sounds of the planet that the 6 types of elements produce. The melody and harmony that brim within all life forms. Use the Song of Life to heal her enmity and suffering. We entreat you, Ragnas. Please save Schala. I'll try. Hello, Tai Yagami. Where even angels lose their way. 10 years ago, you died at this very spot. There's no mistake. You drowned. The truth is, this world, in which you are still alive, is the irregularity. This is the false reality. 10 years ago, it was Lynx who tried to kill you at this beach. After Prometheus broke the link between Fate and the Flame, Fate tried to eliminate any obstacle that stood in its way. In the meantime, the 6 dragons had sent Harley forth to try and gain possession of the Flame. Harley made contact with Fate's biological incarnation, Lynx, and tricked him into temporarily joining forces. The elimination of the Prometheus Circus lock on the Frozen Flame was everyone's top priority. Lynx and Harley abducted Luca, who alone could release the Prometheus lock that guarded the flame. But the whole attempt ended in failure, so they waited for you to appear instead. You see, Fate calculated that you would one day cross the dimensions and try to make contact with the flame. I don't know how to break this to you, but Lynx was actually your father, Wazuki. Oh, that makes sense. Well, not makes sense, but it makes sense that Lynx would do that. Drawing closer to the flame caused him to become unstable, and the image of you dying in terror changed him completely. Finally, after having his psyche totally eroded, he lost his soul and was easily integrated by Fate. Fate turned Wazuki into a biological interface, modeling him after your worst fear at the time. A panther. Although Wazuki managed to escape from Canopolis with you, he later completely succumbed to fate. Humans are such fragile, disjointed, imperfect things. Love and hate, life and death. So, if I'm understanding this right, hang on, let me let him finish talking. Perhaps even fate itself dreamed of using the flame to someday reincarnate itself into a new species. It is quite sad, really. It's like when you gaze into the flame gazes back into you. So what I'm gathering is that Lynx was actually my father. Like, that was his body, and it was transformed by the flame. Alright, let's do this. Time Egg. No beginning and no end. To the darkness of time. So this is the final gate, which leads to the darkness of time. It appears that the time has finally come to settle everything. I shall do my best, for the sake of the people I love, both those I have lost and those I have gained. The question is, how do we end it? With this! We're going straight into the fight. Oh, hello. Okay, I think now I should try to use the Chrono Cross. Bush Basher. I'm not sure if I should use an element yet. I kind of want to let it put some stuff on the field. Come on, Riddle. I don't want to let you hit too hard, though. We're gonna weaken. I should use a low-level element right away. Photon Ray. Carnivore. It's using greens. That threw off my plan. We stay on course. Electro Bolt. Yellow? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 2 more to use. Hit. Hit. Let's use Imbecile. I just need to use a blue. Okay, Riddle. It's up to you. Dang it! If I use blue, it'll cycle out the green. Use Heal on Ragnas. Wait, that's Cure. Wait. Okay, my brain short-circuited for a sec, because Heal is a green element. 6 unique elements. I kind of want to cycle out one of the greens. I think that'd be for the best. Fire Pillar. I hope I don't accidentally kill you. Omega Green. He's dead. Okay, but that's fine. I use Revive. That cycles out that green. Should I cycle out the second one? I don't know. Let's just use the Chrono Cross. Ah, it didn't work. We just have to straight up fight it. I'm really worried that's not what we're supposed to do. The fact that there's no music is very worrying. Carnivore. Are you a green element? No, you're white. All that's left to do now is to fight it. Recover all. Arrow Blaster. Tornado. Didn't do too much damage. Let's use Snake Eyes. Eagle Eye. Oh, I can use the Chrono Cross again. Is it not a one-time use? Bush Basher. Another tornado. Yeah, it's infinite use. Okay. I can figure this out. Now, can I do it before I kill her? I want to try something. Bat Eye. Block. Six. Arrow Blaster. We have 7 greens. Let's try Chrono Cross now. Ah, that's not it. Yellow Field. I can count on the boss to use a green element. I need to build my thing up. Oh, you're using Inferno. Okay, I'm still gonna assume they'll use a green element, so I'll leave that to them. Come on. Imbecile. Omega Yellow. That did a lot of damage. Now we'll use Holy Healing. This is good. No, it's not. Zoa needs a turn. Or Riddle. Okay, then I use blue. Hang on, what am I missing? Green. I'm missing green. Which hopefully you will use. Come on. Use a green. Dang it! Okay. Heal all. I need to use a red and a black. It's a bit risky to use an attack with myself, but we're gonna use Fire Pillar. I'm treating this like a puzzle and I don't even know what solution I'm aiming for. Imbecile? Please let it get to my turn. I need 2 hits. 1. That works. Wait, no it doesn't. Ah! I'm trying to get one of every orb. Exactly one of every orb. The 6 colors plus the 1 rainbow. Use snakeskin on yourself. Zoa, use Aqua Beam. Please don't get another turn. Okay. Chrono Cross. That's one of each. It didn't do anything. Hate to say it, but we might have to just go for the kill. And if that gives us a bad ending, we'll reload and see what else we can do. Maybe look up a guide. Magma Burst. Turn black. And now use Flying Arrow. Electro Bolt. Ultra Nova. Omega Yellow. Weak-minded. Meteorite. Upheaval. Luminaire. He beat it. Or did we? We did. The Devourer undone. Is that it? I will look some things up and be back in a moment. Okay, so apparently, there's a certain sequence you need to do for the Chrono Cross. So the correct order is yellow, red, green, blue, black, and white. Wait a minute. No, that's not the order I fought the Guardians in. I'm gonna need to spam out my elements quickly, so I'm gonna need a bunch of stuff on level 1. Alright, this time let's not end all of reality. Wait a minute. Did I have a new item? Okay, let's max out our level. I should start with Zoa. Oh, wait. Why do I... What's up with my health? For some reason, I didn't start at full health. Well, because of that, I'm gonna need to use this. This is a problem. Zoa! This is already going terribly. Make it green. Hit me. Oh, block really doesn't help as much as I think it does. Revive. I really should just start over. Okay. I'll make a green, hit Riddle. Wish Basher, hit Zoa. Nope, okay. And now we spam out elements, starting with yellow. Crap, I should have put Fireball on you. No, wait, hang on. I can go next. After that is green, so we can use this. Next up is blue. Then black. White. Okay, how did my stamina get back so quick? 1, 2, Chrono Cross! Oh. The sequence they activated earlier. I should have realized. Break free! It's curling up like a dying insect. Disappearing without her this time? She's free! I've been waiting an eternity, just for this very moment. Meaninglessly hurting one another, the disappearing life forms. Love to hate, hate to love. Why are we born? Why do we die? Evolution? The survival of the fittest? What is there to be achieved from harming one another, killing one another? The eggs that we call planets, the innumerable spermatozoa, the life forms which gather around them. When one of those countless seeds is joined with a planet, a new universe is born. All of this exists for that one moment, also that the universe can evolve into the next dimension. Does that make us all just pawns? Are each of our short lives nothing but a cheap sacrifice, just so the one chosen lifeform can be born? No, that is not the case. Each and every one of us has a chance of becoming that one chosen lifeform. Yes, it could be you. Each of us tries to do our best with the hand we're dealt, be it our genes or the environment we live in. Each lifeform, struggling to make the best of the life it's given, forms a link in the golden chain that leads to the creation of a new universe. Every single thing in the whole of nature is perhaps just dreaming a dream of life. All of them are also perhaps nothing more than a dream dreamt by a planet before its birth. Oh, but yes, eventually all dreams will return to Zervan, the Sea of Dreams. Ragnus. Don't go yet, Ragnus. It's alright. Everything is alright now. Time, which has been divided, will be unified again now. The time for farewells has come. You will lose all memory of this whole adventure and return to your own time. But this time, you will be able to live your own life. What's with the text box? Thank you. You have given me another wonderful memory of my dear Dario. Have I? I shall never, ever forget my last moments with him. I might have missed something with her. Thank you again, and take care, Ragnus. Be well. I hope I can fight alongside you again. We alone do not have the power to heal the world's woes, or to solve all its mysteries, and yet, even then... It was bloody good knowing you, mate. Thanks for being born you, Ragnus. I guess now's the time to say see you later, mate, but I'll find ya. Sometime, somewhere. I'm bloody sure of it. No matter the time, no matter the world you live in, I'll find ya. When you say it like that, it sounds like a threat. It is a threat. I haven't forgotten that you let me sleep for 2.5 years. Wasn't it 3? Mate, I'll kick your ass so hard I'll kiss the moons. I got it. Except there's only one moon now, I think. I'm sure I will find you. Ragnus. Ragnus. Hey, Ragnus. Hello there. Are you alright? What's the matter? I'm not sure. Don't scare me like that. You just passed out all of a sudden. What? Terra Tower? Fate? What are you talking about? We just got here. You got some Komodo dragon scales for me, don't you remember? Nope, not at all. You sound confused. Come on, Ragnus, get with the program. Program! Our summer's only just started. Thus the curtain closes on another tale. An eternity is past. Fleeting dreams fade into the distance. All that is left now is me and my memories. So this is me talking? But I'm sure we'll meet again. Someday, you and I. Another place, another time. It's just that we might not realize that you are you and I am me. Let us open the door to the great unknown, come across another reality, and live another today. Even when the story has been told, life goes on. Until we meet again. Take care of yourself, my friend. Forever yours, Schala Kid Zeal. That's a nice picture. Don't tell me the game crashed there. Wait, I'm gonna have to do that whole fight over again. Wait, maybe not. Oh, thank goodness. Why'd it linger so long on that? Well, there were no crashes up until now. I really shouldn't say that yet. Yeah, future me can take over from here, though. Alright, Future Reg here with post-game thoughts. This was honestly probably the most fun I've had in a playthrough so far. This really scratched the old-school RPG itch. I think this game is great. I know Chrono Trigger fans weren't fond of it. I was told it was because of how they treated the legacy characters, and yeah, that's perfectly understandable. Like, you have this game you really love and get attached to, then 4 years later you get a follow-up game with probably no warning, and you find out Luca's fucking dead, and the threat of Lavos isn't entirely dealt with. I can see how that would be pretty deflating. Something like this almost happened in Kamen Rider with Kuga and Agito. Agito was originally going to be a sequel, but they didn't want to undermine Kuga's journey, so they made an entirely new group of enemies and only loosely tied the lore together. This game probably could have benefited from an approach like that. At least that's my objective view of it. Since I never played Chrono Trigger, I have no personal feelings on the matter and like the game well enough as it is. The story did kind of lose me a little bit at the end. They kind of dumped a lot of exposition at once with the Ghost Kids. It was sort of tough to digest all that info at once. I feel like there were ways they could have weaved that stuff into the story to give it more weight. Like, Kid being a clone of Schala was sort of treated as an afterthought. They just threw out the term daughter clone like it was the most natural thing in the world, by the way. I don't know, maybe that particular part expects you to have played Chrono Trigger first. But every other part of this game stands pretty well on its own. There's probably a lot more about Lavos that we learn in Chrono Trigger, but in the context of this story, we're told everything we need to know. I also don't really have a grasp on what Lynx's end goal is. His dialogue before we fought him as Fate gave the vibe that he wanted to embrace his mortality. I don't know how else to phrase it. It's like he wanted a deathmatch where he had a legitimate chance of losing just so he can feel the rush of being alive. I say this because there was a huge gap between him getting our body and getting into that room. But I did actually think of something to rationalize that. They said Fate basically possessed Wazuki, our father's body. So what I'm thinking is that parental instincts got corrupted into a sort of obsession. He absolutely needed the protagonist to be involved in every major thing. That's probably nothing more than headcanon, but I think it makes sense. Now the story aspects I liked. Everything revolving around Marbule. That was a nice storyline. I think what got me so emotionally invested is that it was a complex problem we couldn't solve all at once. We had to come back later after Nikki learned the song and we got Fargo in the party. By far the biggest highlight of the story for me was the body swap with Lynx. The execution of that was mind-blowing. They start you off with that mysterious premonition at the beginning, you kill your ally but you don't know why. Then in our first encounter with Lynx, he's shown to be able to affect minds in some way. So by the time you get to Fort Dragonia, that's what you expect him to do. He puppeteers your body and that's why we end up killing Kid. Then the cutscene with the frozen flame happens, afterwards the silent protagonist talks and you know something's wrong. Then you try to move and get hit with the big surprise. You've swapped bodies. I've never experienced anything like that in an RPG. It was so cool. That entire portion where I got to play as Lynx was something special. I think it'll be a long time before something tops that novelty. Moving on to characters, I think my party inadvertently showed how this is one of the game's major weak points. A massive pool of playable characters means not everyone's gonna get enough focus, especially in a game as old as this one. Zoa, as fun as he was, didn't have much characterization. And even if someone does get characterization, it's possible to miss it. Riddle apparently had a side quest where she gets closure about Dario. Didn't see a single bit of that. Surge, our character, there's not much to say there. Silent protagonist will silently protagonize. Kid was really entertaining. I loved her attitude. It sucks that she was out of commission so much. You gotta swap her out when she gets poisoned, and again after she gets kidnapped by Lynx. Nikki was easily my favorite character. He's got a cool design and an interesting background. I feel like we didn't really have a strong conclusion to the whole finding his sister storyline though. And he wasn't really worried about Fargo, so we don't gotta worry about that side. Harley was pretty great too. A close second favorite. I found some interesting info about her when I was looking stuff up after the playthrough. So basically, when the dragons made their undercover agent, they used Schala as the blueprint. So Harley is basically another clone of her, just like Kid, and that's why those two have some vague similarities. I kinda clocked that there was a connection when she said that moon line that was similar to Kid's. Gameplay. I have nothing but praise for the gameplay. It was a ton of fun. The combo mechanic was sick, and on certain characters, really stylish. The element system was pretty cool. I like when the big damage, physical attack go burr characters get to interact with magic in a meaningful way. Like in Shin Megami Tensei with the press turn system. Yeah, this ice spell is basically as threatening as throwing an ice cube at you, but it gets me an extra turn. I like what this game does even more. If the field has too much of one color, you can choose to toss out a fodder move to disrupt it. Buffs, debuffs, and status removers don't care if you have a low magic stat either. So characters like Zoa have more nuanced gameplay than they normally would. Exploring the world and discovering things on my own was a lot of fun. Very proud of myself for how much I found too. It's a lot more satisfying than looking up a guide. If this game wasn't clearly intended for more than one playthrough, I probably would have checked one just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Although it turns out I needed one to obtain the ultimate weapons. Apparently the only way to get the materials is to kill monsters using summons, which I never would have found on my own, cause that's just just overkill. And also consider you have to set up the field to use them. There's actually a few branching points that change what characters you end up recruiting. If you choose not to team up with Kid when you first meet her, you actually get Lena as a party member. I'm excited to go back through and see who else I can get, and to see the other endings. Apparently which one you get depends on when you choose to fight the Time Devourer, which you can do at pretty much any time in New Game Plus. The only gameplay thing I could really complain about is setting elements every time I want to swap characters feels tedious. And to be honest, I think the crashes were a major factor in that, because it would happen while I was setting elements and I'd have to start over from the beginning unless I stopped to save every so often. Screw that, that's terrible. My favorite tracks in this game: the boss theme and Fate's boss theme. I love the Marbule tune, especially when Nikki's playing it. It sounds great on guitar. This one may be a bit of a surprise, but I also really like the Forchigonia theme. I think the bouncy piano really helped ease the tension. Otherwise, the place would have felt really foreboding. This actually fits pretty well, because Lynx wants you to go there. It has elements that sound ominous, but also inviting. On the other end of the tension scale, we have the Burning Orphanage theme. It's creepy and outright intense. Absolutely perfect mood setter. And I am now one of the people who can say they like the sound of burning orphanages. I saw a comment like that when I was looking up the soundtrack and it cracked me up. Alright, that about wraps things up. I feel like I have more negatives to say about this game than any other I've played on the channel. With other games, I feel I have to nitpick in order to acknowledge that the game isn't perfect. I have a high tolerance for stuff, so a lot of things people say are problems I look at and think, that's whatever. This one, I can see the problems pretty clearly. But I also really enjoyed the high points. I'm not sure if I'm properly conveying just how intensely I enjoyed them. I think the fun I had from the body swap onward speaks for itself though. If I gloss over something you want to know my thoughts on, feel free to ask about it in the comments. Because when I'm writing out my post-game thoughts, there are inevitably things I forget about. Ooh. A new future. Save game? Yes. Does anything happen if I press continue here? Out of curiosity, what carries over? Pretty much all of my elements. Even up to this one. Wait a minute, why? Your special element is high 5? Throw your weapons high in the air. Gnarly. A chiropractic attack that crushes a foe's bones. I really wish I could have seen this. Okay, that's it for the main game. I don't think I'm gonna go for any other endings, unless I can do that from this save file. I definitely missed a lot, because I have 11 empty party slots. One of them is probably Harley, so 10. And there are some people who didn't get their 3rd unique attack, so that's a lot of side content I missed. Well, I probably said everything I needed to in the post-game thoughts, so I will see you guys in the Radical Dreamers thing, whatever that is. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing so you don't miss out on future videos, and remember to leave a like while you're at it. Hope you have a great day. Cue the outro.